Drumsby is a champion motorcycle racer who lives life in the fast lane. This trip, however, Sharon is going to show him the more relaxed, chilled out pace of life here in Taiwan.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Fun Taiwan just keeps surprising me every day with new things to do. The artwork that I made in Taiwan, which is really quite beautiful. That are experiences I just didn't even know I was going to have. I love it. There's nothing I've done here that I don't love. It's been beautiful. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
If you are a greedy person who wants to have a pleasant time both in the mountains and be close to the sea, you should be doing what Drumsby and I are doing right now. Are we making you jealous? I mean, the clear blue skies, Whiting Valley rides, and the chilled out atmosphere? We couldn't ask for more as well.
When I first found out that I was going to be riding a motorcycle around Taiwan, I was very happy, very excited, because it's definitely a way that I like to see anywhere. Because on a motorcycle, you just have such better vision. You can look around. You're a bit more part of the environment, and I feel definitely comfortable on a motorcycle and have more fun.
As you can see, this place is like rice fields.
Yes.
And like scarecrow and all the artworks.
Yeah.
So actually, this is an area where it's another tribe. They're called the Kavalan tribe.
Oh, yeah.
And they migrated over here, and they like have reminiscent of home, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they started plantation. All the rice fields are brought by them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've set up a new home here on the coast.
And this water buffalo, it's essential for our culture because they helped us grow like without agriculture.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So some people don't eat beef.
Good. What
yeah.
nice people.
Right. I guess vast places like Hualien do help you clear your mind and concentrate more when it comes to creating art. This place where we're going later uses local materials and created works that have profound meanings. Cool art. So actually, Janet recommended me to come to this place
good.
because they have like so much artwork here, and they have the spirits of Hualien.
Oh, yeah.
Because they use three materials, as you can see, obviously stones,
Yes.
and wood,
Yeah.
and the metal, especially copper.
Okay. I loved it. I really loved it. There was, a lot of focus on the feet and the eyes, and I love the aged look to the copper too. It turns this really nice colour as it ages. But the artwork had such complexity to it, and there's all these. They're creatures, and some things even reminded me of kangaroos. I mean, there was all sorts of things that you could see in this artwork. Different people will see different things, but everyone will get something out of that.
Oh, so this is the artist himself?
Ah, great.
So do you want to meet the artist?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Come on up. 甘老师在吗？
你好。
你好，你好。
请问甘老师在吗？因为我想要带我们朋友来找甘老师。
不好意思，我们甘老师在2013年的时候，他跟上帝喝咖啡了。
Oh, so like the master, he passed away.
啊。
But unfortunately, 可是全部的东西都还是保留下来的。
对。
因为我其实带他来是想要体验一下 artwork。
OK， 没问题啊。那我带你来参观一下我的工作室。
哦，好。
Oh, wow.
It's spread it out, this place. You see all the tools he
Yeah,
have.
this is a real
this
workshop.
collection.
既然都来的话，就看看我们平常在做些什么，然后用一些比较简单的东西来做一个小小的组合。
Okay, so the process of making our art today was first of all a bit of a mystery. We just had all these pieces to start with, and I had no idea what it was going to be. And we started by drilling the rock, which was straight away one of the funnest parts of it, where we had a water-cooled drill bit into the rock and drill down and not all the way through. Then We take the copper tube, we work out the length that we want, we cut it with a circular saw, finish it off so that it will fit into the rock. I guess is the stand. And then our actual art piece is a fish, a really cool, I guess, angelfish shape.
OK，
And then we also had to make the eyes of the fish, which was actually quite a hard decision to make, deciding which direction the fish is going to look in. Where I put one direction on my fish at one point and it made it look crazy. And I thought, I don't want a crazy fish, I want a cute fish. So I had to work out how to do that. And then we use an epoxy, two-part epoxy to glue the whole thing together. And so the whole process really only took, I guess, half an hour to an hour. And what starts out as just some simple pieces ends up becoming something that really has a personality and looks like actual art.
This is it.
There it is. Look at that. That's perfect.
I have done something eerie, and what have you done?
I have done something a bit more traditional, but this is what I wanted. I really love that. That's great. It's a very happy fish.
This is it.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you very much.
so much。对，我们希望可以把创作很生活化的带给每一个人。
We can have everything like in our daily lives. Get the wood, get the stand, get the metal.
That's right. I love it. It's a very real piece of art.
And
you know?
it's down to
great.
earth.
It is.
I love
exactly.
how
Yeah.
this is.
This is very much part of nature, and I love that it's part of this area right here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And cheers to our teacher.
Cheers.
Cheers. 谢谢.
So I'm really happy to bring this art home to Australia with me because I'll be able to tell that story. You know, it's not just going to be something you see, there'll be a story behind that art for anyone who sees it, whether they want to hear it or not. I'm nervous and excited because I've never been overseas before. I only speak English, so already I'm worried about the language, but I tried to learn some Chinese, but it's really hard. I know only 3 or 4 words. It's very hard. What do I want to buy here? I want to buy a helmet so I can ride a bike here, you know, that would be great. Because I see that everyone drives on the other side of the road here, so that'll be fun to ride around and ride on the wrong side. So that's the first thing I want to buy. I mean, I've got 100,000 NT dollars, you know, New Taiwan dollars, 100,000. So I should be able to buy the best helmet, I think, you know, the best helmet that Taiwan can make, that's what I want. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What are you thinking? Getting a helmet before you have a motorbike? Those high school students, right?
Yeah.
Look who's here!
Ah.
Yes. Hi! Hi! New lady arriving!
I wish all my entrances were like this.
Yeah, great. I love it. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome to Taiwan.
Thank you so much.
More specifically, welcome to the east coast of Taiwan.
Yeah, very nice.
It is one of my favorite parts of Taiwan, and for this reason.
It's beautiful. It
Isn't
really
it?
is so nice. Yeah.
You know, it's actually a little bit like the Sunshine Coast of Australia.
Yes.
You have the ocean on one side, and then you have these beautiful mountains that just come right into the ocean.
Yeah, it's nice. And I love that the dark blue line is just there.
Yes.
It's like deep water. Just
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Okay, so we're excited to have you here in Taiwan. This is your first time ever
Yes.
to leave the country.
Yes, that's right. First time out of Australia.
Wow,
That's
wow.
a big difference.
It is, it is. And we have a lot planned for you. Sharon is going to be taking you around. And we thought, since you know your way on 2 wheels,
Yeah.
we're going to give you this bike
Excellent.
and also 100,000 NT dollars to spend however you wish throughout the
That
trip.
is so good.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
I'll try my best to accompany you then.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate.
You're already getting your foot on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, this is you, this is for y'all, and yeah, have fun.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
But what about you? Like giving us all this?
Don't worry about me.
Oh, yeah.
They'll edit that in later.
Okay.
This is my ride.
Very adventurous. Nice.
Safe ride.
Touching.
Bye. Now we're gonna make something that might come in handy for our trip. Sunny days, you know.
Okay.
See? This place, you can see all the works are with like leather artworks.
Oh, good.
Look at the patterns because this place is about like Aboriginal culture.
Oh, good. And so this is the same sort of Pacific Island people that went all through the world down to
The language,
Samoa.
you know the tribe you have in Australia?
Aboriginals.
They
yeah,
are
they've
somehow
got-
probably have the same roots.
Yeah. You can see the other cultures of the Pacific Islands around the world in this, you know, but it's still completely unique as well. Some of the symbols are just things that I've never seen before. They're just so unique.
Hello，
嗨，你好。
老板娘你
你
好。所以你是太鲁阁族的人，
对
对不对
对？
介绍我们特别的
OK
太鲁阁族的图腾。
这个图腾，她就是一个女人。那这个地方额头，我们大概在10岁左右的时候，我们就要开始去纹它。它代表就是说你这是一个成年礼，那它也是一个族群的象征。然后大概5年的时间，你必须要去学习。
怎么 weave，怎么织，
对，然后还有家里的家事，你全部都完成了以后，你才可以去纹这一块。这个就代表一种美丽的象征，它也是代表我可以结婚了，因为我已经成人了。
Wow, facial tattoos in cultures pretty uncommon. The only other one that I'm really aware of is the Maori culture. You know, they have those sort of circular patterns that they do as well. But to me, it's kind of shocking to think of facial tattoos, but of course for them it's part of life.
What the fun part is, we get to make something actually.
Make something.
What do you want to make?
Okay.
你建议我们做什么？会比较简单。
就是做
Yeah,
眼
I was
镜
actually
盒
going to say
对
something like
Sunglasses?
one of these. I like this colour the most, but anything like this would be good.
Okay, that's easy.
An
That's
easy
good.
one? Oh, good. I picked an easy one. So, yeah, well, we start off with a piece of natural, untreated leather. And it's harder than it looks because it was so hard for me to be accurate. Even when I took my time and I was really slow and I'd hammer the thing and it wouldn't be quite exactly the way I thought it would turn out. So there's a lot of work in it. But it was a lot of fun, you know, just hitting things and making art with a hammer. It doesn't get better than that. So that part was definitely the best for me.
All right, Grimsby, tell your story.
Okay. Well, my story is it's not a very pictorial story, but as you can see, it's the story of falling in love with my girlfriend. So there we go.
Very nice one. Simple and easy.
Yeah.
And I'll
What about
explain
yours?
mine.
Yeah.
So this is like, since you're from Australia, so you know, it kind of looks like koala, does it? Does it?
Absolutely. I've never said that. It's exactly what I thought it was.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's do the dyeing, okay?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. The dyeing is harder. So when you finish hammering, you have to choose your colour or colours if you have more than one, and then carefully, and that's the hard part, carefully and evenly rub that into the leather. For me, it just went on really thick at the start, and then quickly, went to nothing. So I slowly kept building up layers. Then when you've finally finished putting the colour on, then there's like a fixer, a sealant that goes on top. And it's quite good too, when you put that sealant on, it goes from looking like this kind of homemade thing, you know, this like kind of bit of craft, to an actual product. That was like magic. It was just rubbing on a magical, layer of professional. So, I mean, mine looked so much better than I thought it would.
Ah, thank you. And this is what I have.
Very fashionable now.
You too.
Yeah,
We are ready to travel
that.
with our sunglasses
Yeah.
as our gear.
that's right. Let's do it.
After a long day, it's time for us to treat ourselves to a fine dining, travel like a local, and eat like a local. Tonight's on me. So as you know, this is your first official meal and dinner here in Taiwan. So
Excellent.
you're a vegetarian and a vegan.
Vegan, that's right.
So this is, what is special about it is that it's all local food.
Oh,
Which one do you
okay.
want to try first?
I really want to try this corn. I've never seen baby corn.
而且这个吃的时候，你从下面
That's real
它
baby
是
corn.
嫩的，
Okay.
可以连叶子一起吃，是不是够嫩？
Oh yeah, that's really good. You expect them to be fibrous, you know,
but it's not.
It's not. It's really easy to chew and bite and eat. This is amazing.
我想再特别介绍一下这个排，看起来很简单的一个排，里面是满满的莲藕跟那个甜菜根。
Oh, it's so colorful inside.
Wow, beetroot? Is there beetroot?
There
in
is beetroot.
Yeah.
Good guess. What else?
Is there mushrooms in there?
I think something else.
Okay. No, I can't guess. I don't know, but it's really nice.
It's lotus.
Oh, that's lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've had the lotus chips before.
Yeah, the lotus chips.
Yeah.
So she chopped it and it's all like inside
Oh,
here.
wow, this is lotus root. That is really good. Oh, you're an amazing cook. This is great. This is really good.
是
I think we should try the soup first because she doesn't want to tell us what it is inside.
Oh, okay.
很熟悉的味道，对不对？
白萝卜 radish.
So this is radish.
This is radish. 还有什么？我觉得应该还有其他的。
就是那个有那个腰果啦，
你怎么想得到把这些东西加在一起啊？
因为通常煮浓汤会加很多的奶油，我不需要奶油，所以我会用腰果的油脂去带，然后它有香味又有油脂这样。
You've done great. This is perfect. The radish soup, that was a type of radish, I guess, that I've never tasted. You know, the radish in Australia that I eat, which I like, tastes completely different.
I'm enjoying the meal tonight.
Oh, as I was saying before, I thought that I would eat well in Taiwan, but I didn't know it would be this good. This is so good.
It's just this meal. You need to cherish
I
this.
know. We need to come back here.
Oh.
We have to come back. This is so good. Can I become Taiwanese, you know, in a week? I don't want to leave this food behind. I didn't know what to expect from food in Taiwan, you know, and there's so much variety here and it's such high quality. You can taste the freshness, you know, you can taste the quality of the cooking. It's not just different flavors, it's the food that's gone into it, the raw vegetables and ingredients are so nice and that comes through in the flavor of the food. Looks good.
Fancy big hotel.
Yeah, this is what we want.
And you know, actually, like this is quite a high peak. As you know, we were like on the way.
Yeah. Fog. Yeah.
Very foggy.
Yeah.
And if we were lucky, we'll get to see the sunrise.
Ah, good.
And there's the Pacific Ocean.
Ah.
So
But if the fog is there, we might not see the ocean.
of course, like when there's fog, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hi, ni hao. Well,
Ni
may
hao.
I check in?
OK，
She say,
What do you expect?
I have no idea. I have no idea. What am I going to get?
So, come on in.
Yeah.
And
okay.
this is all to yourself.
Wow, really? Wow.
And I
This is
spotted the
an awesome
champagne,
room.
so if you don't mind,
yes.
you can share that with me.
Yes, that would be great. Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, if we're lucky enough, tomorrow,
Yeah.
we'll either see the sunrise or we'll just see the ocean.
Oh, okay.
They're both
that would be
great, right?
Really hope we get to see the sunrise from up here in the mountains, but
Hope it's not foggy.
yeah. But I mean, we'll still see some nice colours.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, it's still going to be good.
We'll see
and it'll be great
tomorrow.
to see the ocean. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, good morning.
Good morning. Ah, what a view.
And you do know that you get to enjoy all that, right?
Yeah.
It's all yours?
Yes, that is nice. This is my first sunrise in the Northern Hemisphere.
That sounds so touching, but like
Yeah.
sentimental.
Yeah, and it feels like that too. and just perfect layer of clouds on the horizon, and the sun lighting the clouds from underneath and slowly changing colour. Oh, it's just amazing. It's something amazing anywhere in the world. Thousands of kilometres from home, but it still feels a little bit like home as well, like a connection through nature, I guess.
To make the most of waking up so early, I'm taking him to Wuhe to experience our tea culture and maybe have a cuppa. Hello! He didn't see us. Right?
Yeah.
Hello!
Yeah.
So this is Ashang and Grimsby. 然后澳洲人. And today we brought you to this area, you know, it's open space and it's a tea farm, obviously.
Yeah.
Can you recognize it's a tea farm?
I didn't know that that's what they looked like at all. I had no idea. I knew they were small plants, but I didn't know they were like that. Yeah.
它长大的话，就是你们后面看到那些。
When we first came across the tea plantation here, it was like we'd just come to an oasis, you know, where we're here in these fairly extreme mountains, really, you know, like nothing I've ever seen before. Steep, rock, and then we come around a corner and just instantly it's this beautiful tea plants with these palm trees, you know, lined up between. Quite an amazing change of scenery.
And what's special about like what he's doing is this. Let's just do it.
Yeah, and so I didn't know it was even possible to, you know, stuff anything into a fruit and then keep it that way for, you know, for years, let alone weeks.
Wow, look at how juicy this is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I want to, you know, take it.
Yeah. Then we had a process of tying a string around the lemon to keep it all in, which was a little bit hard to do, but I guess you just have to be accurate and keep holding the string tight and following the instructions correctly, which is a hard thing for me sometimes. But I managed to do it without any major mishaps. Yep. Okay.
是这个哈。
对对对，that's it.
Okay, so pick it up in 2 years.
Yeah. Now I only have to wait 2 years to taste that tea. Such a small amount of time, right?
听说你有准备茶给我喝，对不对？ Yeah, because this place it's famous for the honey black tea.
Oh, honey black tea.
So it
Wow.
might taste like honey to you.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. I can still smell the tea on my hand, and I can't stop smelling it. This is addictive. This is such a nice smell. If it was up to me, I wouldn't wash my hands for a month because this is the nicest smell. This is such a beautiful smell. My hands have never smelled this good.
Got different. It's different. Type.
那这两个颜色的话，一看就有明显的差别。这个就是刚刚讲到的冥想红茶，然后这个的话，其实就是你们9月吃的柚子，3月开的花一起做熏香的茶叶，所以我们叫它柚花茶。
That colour is so beautiful. So nice.
This one is with like oolong tea.
Yeah, I thought I tasted that. Yeah.
Really?
Nice, yeah.
Do you like tea?
I love tea. Yeah, I drink a lot of tea.
我们是用算是清香型，就是发酵度比较低的，
Yeah.
而且要用没有烘焙过的茶跟柚子花一起做熏制。
So this one is the honey black tea.
Honey black tea.
Okay, nice. I like this even more. They're both great. This one's really, really good.
I would say this
not
one is
tasted
a
something like
a
that.
tender lady,
Yes, yes.
and this one is a
Rich
You give me-
green field.
Okay.
It's like this. It reminds me of that. You know, it's a rich tea feel. I can taste the nutrients that came through the soil and came into this plant. This is beautiful tea. That's the best tea I've ever had. This is an amazing tea. This is much different than the commercial tea. I like tea. I drink tea a lot at home. Good quality teas, but they're not like this. This was a very special tea.
Please enter.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool. God, this is awesome.
And what is cool about this place is actually there, but take a look around.
I love these walls.
Yeah.
It's like polished. It's great.
It looks like the marbles here actually, and
It's like it's built into a mountain. So it's like they carved a piece of mountain out.
yeah.
It's really nice. I love this frame too.
And tomorrow when you have time, or maybe at night,
Yeah.
there is the hot springs you would get to enjoy.
Oh,
Take a look.
cool.
And actually, if you hear closely, he will be enjoying the Aboriginal tribe song.
Yeah,
And, like,
that is
in the water
really
and
nice.
everything,
All right,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I know you want to have another hot girl riding Pili and discover Tidal with you. Well, have a good one.
So on my free day, I woke up in the Hot Springs Hotel. Oh, that feels nice. This makes me want to live in the mountains. And it felt so good. The water was, it's not like crystal clear. There's actually a bit of a murkiness to the water, but it's from all the minerals that are in it. And you can smell the minerals, and it smelled like rock. To me, it smelled like mountain rocks. And this is a natural rock water bath. I wanted to stay there all day, but I couldn't. So after the hot springs on my free day, I went off to buy some tea because we'd had the honey black tea, and I loved it so much, I had to get some. And the guy there was just so into his tea. He had so much knowledge about the tea and the preparation of the tea. There was all these steps, and I didn't even understand half of it, but he's tipping hot water from this thing into that thing, and then, slowly somehow magical, beautifully coloured tea arrived. And even the first tea that I tasted was so nice. God, it's amazing tea. So I had to have some. So I actually bought the best tea that they had there. I think I'll take 150 grams of this. And it was expensive, but it was so worth it. Thank you very much. Xie xie. So for lunch, after the tea, I went to a restaurant. Hello. Ni hao. Please. And the owner of the restaurant, who was such a nice guy, he didn't speak any English apart from pretty much hello and something else that I can't remember.
No English.
So I had to choose my meal by pretty much pointing to a picture on the wall. I had a few options, but I saw this curry, and I haven't had a curry yet here in Taiwan. So I ordered the curry.
Okay.
Really good. This is good.
And then the funniest thing was he brought me out his homemade tofu, which was in my meal, which was so good. I mean, the tofu was the standout part. And he needed to tell me that it was spicy. We're typing into translators, and the translator says, hot girl. So next thing I know, he's telling me, hot girl in there. And I knew what he meant, that there was spice in the tofu. But it was so funny.
I'm Grimsby Middleton, and I endorse hot girl tofu.
Yeah, I bought my hot girl tofu, I bought my mochi, and my black rice, organic black rice. And travelling alone in Taiwan on my free day was a little daunting, but nothing went wrong. In fact, it was a great day. I had a great time on my own. It was great. I mean, pointing and being friendly, it's all I need. People are so friendly here in Taiwan. There's nothing to worry about. So if anyone's thinking about travelling alone in Taiwan, it's so easy to do. It's so safe. Be braver than me, basically. It's very easy.
Shizang is best known for its rice patties, and anything made out of the rice here is guaranteed to be loved.
This looks great.
Yeah, this is a traditional Hakka house, and you see this platform here. This is where they used to, like, if there are grains or rice, they need to dry, so they would all be gathering here. But I'll show you something, and someone's waiting for us.
All right.
Yeah. Who's here?
Yeah.
Hey!
Ni hao.
Hello! Good to see you again!
Hi. So good to see you again.
Yeah, how
fun the whole day so far?
Awesome. I love it. I've seen so much. I've done so much. I feel like I'm really getting to know Taiwan.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
And I heard you had a nice little tea experience.
Yes.
So today we want to introduce to you, on your way here, I don't know if you saw, is beautiful rice paddies.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't miss them.
Yes, so this area is very, very famous for some of the best rice that you can find in Taiwan. And today she's going to teach us how to make a few rice dishes.
Oh, great. Yeah, I love rice. We started out with the rice grains, which are a really nice rice grain too. They're very short, very white, almost clear. And once they're washed, they get ground into a flour type of a paste. Then we put them in hot water and we put the flour in a big wok, a gigantic aluminium wok.
And this is the process for us to get it into a dough, kind of like a doughy-like texture type.
Cool. Wow, it's pretty big. It's quick.
Yeah, it's very quick.
So you have to do
I would love to have a wok this week.
Yeah.
I haven't got one.
整个锅面的底都要捞。
Oh, okay. Make sure you get all of the base, because otherwise it's gonna burn.
Yeah.
对了，很好。
Ooh, that's a nice stir.
Then that mixture is rinsed again. There's a whole, each process seems to be followed by a rinsing or washing episode.
好，我们接下来动作很重要哦。这个生姜跟熟姜不要混合，
You're
要
mixing all that.
OK，
Yeah.
加油加油！他做事很细致，
一点一点 right?
对，很轻柔。
And then once that's rinsed and washed, you mix it into a thicker paste with more water.
好 ，OK， 来，这个呢是地瓜粉。啊，如果是单纯米的话，去做那个米苔目，它没有办法成条，必须用一点点地瓜粉，它才有办法成。
And it's mixed with sweet potato flour, which is very white.
很认真的。
And so the whole thing still looks very white. It's all very natural. It's 2 ingredients, just rice and the sweet potato flour. And then that mixture, when it's completely mixed properly.
OK， 好，来放这儿。
OK
哎呦，你小的勾着啊。 现在就是见分晓了，有没有？搅拌的很 Q 哦，见分晓了。好
This is the real process of making
The noodle.
the noodle.
Oh, noodle.
好，姜铺着一次到底，好，一次到底。
One time push
Yeah,
all the way.
yeah.
So smooth strides in a way with
see?
your hands.
Beneath? Underneath?
Go.
Okay,
All right.
This much?
So get a plop there and then push all the way across. Yes.
这个的力量，
Okay, so push with your palm.
呀，
Yeah.
还不错嘞。
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Simple but awesome process to make noodles. I can't believe I'm making noodles. This is great.
Yeah.
It's very sticky. Sticks to my hand, yeah. You know what? And then the noodles are done, and you can eat them straight away. It's like a 30-second noodle. Well, I'll try that one.
It's hot, careful.
Oh, good. Wow, that is obviously the freshest noodle I've ever tasted.
Freshest?
Yes, I think it's about 30 seconds old. So
Yeah.
And
that
you
is
can
good.
still taste the rice. It's
Absolutely. That is the flavour. It is the flavour of but really good rice.
It's chewy.
That is so good. I literally ate a rice noodle that was 30 seconds old. I mean, there just doesn't get fresher than that. And I'd made it myself. That is so good. And it's so fresh, and it's just the perfect amount of chewiness. There was a word, but I forget the word.
So finally, we get to taste the fruits of your labor, or
Yeah.
the rice noodle of
Yes,
your
the
labor.
grains of my labour.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I kind of chose a location that, you know.
It couldn't be better. This is
Right.
beautiful. This is really nice.
Yeah.
And we're literally meters from where it was produced.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So this is the Mi Tai Mu, and we have different ways of eating it, actually. So you can have it in a salty form,
Or a
which
dessert.
is a hot soup, or a dessert.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to try the sweet
Yes,
one?
sweet, sweet, please. Yes.
Okay, so it's sweet and it's on the cold side. What do you think?
Oh, this is so good. The texture of these is just spot on. It's just the right amount of resistance to chewing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is so,
So
good.
then we need to teach you a phrase that we say here in
Oh, yeah?
Taiwan all the time. Han Q.
Hankyu.
Yeah, the letter Q. And that is exactly the texture that you're
Oh,
describing.
perfect. Then I love hankyu.
Yeah. So you like it, right?
Oh, I love it. This is so good.
Uh-huh.
I've had rice noodles before, but they didn't taste anything like the rice noodles we just made. You can actually taste the rice in them. They taste like beautiful rice, and they taste like these fields look. They taste like just nature. It's just a simple and very natural process. We didn't even use electricity, you know? It's great.
If you want to immerse yourself into the vastness of this picturesque area, get off your speedy vehicle and hop on a bike.
I absolutely fell in love with this area right here, riding the bikes, because it's between two just huge mountain ranges, and it's this near perfectly flat field of rice paddies, and they're so green. This is like something that I've only ever seen through a screen, and now I'm here, actually in it. I'm part of it. You know, it's amazing.
Ah, but it's so nice. And Taiwan really is such a biking, like, mecca.
Oh, it's so good. I love cycling.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favourite things. I cycle all the time.
Oh, you would love it here. That you can go mountain biking, obviously, in those hills.
Yeah, which is pretty extreme. Yeah. I like how you call those hills. Bigger than anything in Australia.
And then also, just it's really leisure. It's like a nice leisure activity as well.
Yeah.
Which brings me actually
yes.
to a little mission that I have for you.
Oh yeah.
This isn't all fun and fun Taiwan. I know you're vegetarian.
Yeah.
And as we can see, there's a lot of nutrients in the soil here, and a lot of farmers work the soil.
Yeah.
We also have quinoa here.
Oh, nice. I love quinoa. I cook it. Yeah.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
It's like a superfood now.
Yeah, yes.
Very popular. And so my mission for you is I want you to become a quinoa farmer here in Taiwan.
Quinoa farmer. Oh, okay. That would be great. Yeah. I look forward to the cooking, and I'm not sure about the cultivating.
Sharon, you're going to have to taste it and let me know how it is. A seed.
The feeling of riding a bicycle as opposed to riding a motorcycle it's very different, even though they're both bikes. On a bicycle, you are kind of part of nature in a bigger way. You can feel the breeze. You're going slow enough to enjoy it. And another thing is that you don't have to concentrate on what you're doing. You know, it's you can just ride along and just soak up the beauty of it.
What we're seeing next is what people call ruby in grains. Take a guess at what it is.
We're actually riding along the coast. I fell even more in love with this place. For me, the perfect blend of nature, of mountains and ocean, the beautiful Pacific. And it looks very different here than it does in Australia because the shelf just drops off. I can see the deep, dark blue line just off the coast here. And the other thing is I can see the ocean from up so high, yet be so close to it because of these steep mountains. They're all they are romantic. They are picturesque. They are like a postcard, but you're in it. As we were riding into the village here, we could see fields of quinoa here and there, a plant that I'd never seen before. You know, quinoa to me was seeds in packets in Australia. I had no idea what the plant looks like, and it's so colourful. It looks awesome.
Hello.
Hello， 欢迎欢迎。
Sir， 他是我的朋友，他叫 Dreamsby， 然后他是澳洲来的。
Hannah，
I feel very privileged。谢谢。从你们的服装，我可以看得出来，你们是排湾族的，对不对？是。我们今天你们要教我们怎么帮你们采红梨 ，right? The quinoa. Have you seen a quinoa this way? Okay.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I didn't know it was such a big plant and so colourful though.
我们刚刚一路骑过来，就 every paddy looks different， 每一块田看起来都是不一样的红梨的颜色。
因为红梨有好几种颜色，这5、6种哦。红梨它是成熟的时间都不一样哦。我们先采成熟的。
All right, let's help harvesting. Get some work done.
Straight in here into the farm, are we?
Yeah. If you want to cut, you cut from here because this is where all the ripe parts are, the beautiful ones. Okay?
That way? Yep.
哦，这样就好了。
Works well. Sharp knife.
它成熟是从这边成熟的，一直往这，所以它这边还没有熟。 是这样的道理。
So quinoa actually ripes from the bottom to the top.
Oh, wow.
好，这个
I
来。
think you'll have more colors like this.
There we
放在
go.
这边。
好漂亮啊！
Then when you've got the quinoa back in the village, you have to go through a bit of a process. The first one is you need to pull the biggest leaves off, and then you start stripping the quinoa itself, which is that red and yellow colourful product, off the branches into a container.
好，那我们现在就用倒的，然后就把这个籽有没有就会等一下吸出来的时候就会看到。
So this is like a very traditional way of how Aboriginals, they would like mash it this way using these.
Oh yeah, this looks like the fun part. And you just it's like a gigantic pestle and mortar, and you just crush the quinoa down, and that releases the seeds from the flowers.
Go! Wow!
You can do it with 2 people, and there's a bit of a rhythm that you have to get, which is a bit hard to get at first. You just about knock everything flying. But anyway, you soon develop a technique.
它现在已经
对，你看刚才看到有一些那个籽看到一粒粒有没有？
Yo, it's like you know the ranch. It smells like a ranch to me. Okay. 那这个弄完以后是要
等一下用水冲，把那个杂质哦先给它冲掉。我们最主要要那个籽，那些壳啦，那个脏的东西。
所以红红的这个会留下来吗？
不是要挑，
也都要挑掉。好了。
来，你看哦，要看哦。
哦。
哎呀，然后呢？
Look at this. This is what we're keeping.
That's quinoa right there. Wow. Now I recognise it. And what you're left with is actual quinoa.
This is such a big difference of what we are getting.
It's exactly what I recognised that I buy packets of in Australia.
The next process is actually to dry it, like sun dry it, but we can't do that now. So they prepared something.
Okay.
And you see, they're cooking the vegetables. 叔叔，这个里面现在是什么？
米就是刚才你们打的，已经晒干好的，
红梨。
红梨跟米。
It smells really nice. You can really smell the vegetables there, the
Yeah.
green. I love that.
闻起来没有添加物的感觉。
它是纯的。
This also, there's a name for it because 要一直摇，对不对？
啊，如果滚了以后就开始。
这是不是叫摇摇饭？
你没有搅的话会锅巴超会搭。
Yeah, we call this 摇摇饭. It's called like shaking rice because you have to, when you stir you have to like shake all the time. So now you do the shaking part.
All right, here we go. Part of that is to dance in some kind of way, but I'm probably about the world's worst dancer. I'm definitely in the top 10 world's worst dancers. So I didn't do it. I don't even know how to move in that way. But I saw the local tribeswomen doing it, and it looks great. And this is one circles, 2 circles. And also we had a singer from the tribe singing this song, which was it was so good, and it really matched the environment. It matched what we were doing. Their whole manner just changed. All of a sudden, they're swaying with the music, and they're pounding the thing in time to the music. And you know, I tried to stir in time to the music, but again, I didn't really get there. But yeah, you can see that song, that music style is really part of their life here, and really unites them as well, I think. So good.
No? Not for me? Not for me?
Yeah, you ready? I'll make yours while I make mine.
Oh.
Looks like you've got some quinoa leaves in your bowl. Really, really nice. It's creamy.
It's creamy.
It's really good.
很浓诶，因为煮了很久，所以它真的。I think the coolest part in making this is like when we first see it, it was like water with rice separate and the leaves separate, and all that now is like in this bowl and then so tight together.
That's right. And it started out looking like it was just a whole lot of green leaves and a little bit of white rice. And now at the end, it's a lot of rice and a little bit of leaves. It just transforms, just expands. It tastes so good. I think the lifestyle they have here is great. They're really in touch with the land, and they don't have to travel far. This is not something they need to go a long way to produce. It's all just right here, just in the vicinity. And so they're very in tune with nature in a really big way. And they live such a simple lifestyle, but it's still rich. It doesn't seem boring. It seems like they're just happy and they've always got something to do. There is a lot of work, but to them, it doesn't look like they're working. It just looks like they're having fun. It's brilliant, yeah.
Well, we have come to a close end to the trip. I'm glad we're here, looking at the sea.
This is the best place to finish off, I think.
It is.
So nice. This is the part of Taiwan I've loved the most. This beautiful ocean and these mountains. Yeah.
I'm glad we traveled together.
Yes, me too. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're a great host.
This graduate. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You can stay if you want to stay long.
I want to stay longer. How do we do it?
Play again?
I really don't want to leave. You know, I didn't realize how quick the time would go. I mean, I've done so much. It sounds crazy, but the thing that I would like to leave here for others to experience is the feeling of just how almost magical this place is, how deep it can make you feel, and how excited. Everyone should visit Taiwan. And not just visit, everyone should experience the real Taiwan. Taiwan should be on everyone's list of places to go. This is a truly beautiful part of the world. But all good things come to an end, they say, and even the best things have to come to an end. But this has been the best experience of my life. I feel like I've started a new life. It's going to be harder to say goodbye to the people that I've come to regard as friends in such a short amount of time. I love the place, but I love the people even more. Yeah. That's it, my last interview.
You're done. Why are you standing there?
I don't know. You okay?
Yeah.